ponies.
Today's Captain's Blog is made possible by a grant from Robert Lopez. Thank you, sir. Hi there guys, welcome to today's Captain's Blog. It's 9:58 hours on Tuesday, May 9, 2017, and I gotta show you this. This is awesome. This is Batman.
Hello.
Batman and I and Minkus and everybody have been banging our head against the wall trying to figure out why the hell this boat will not shift into gear properly. And the guy who sold it to me has been proven to be a particularly high level of Muppet who should not be allowed to own a boat.
Reverse specifically.
Yeah. So here's the original part. Now, after going through everything above this part, all the way up to the gear shift, everything was fine. And everything below that was fine. And Batman figured out this is the problem. Now, this is the part, and you can see that there really isn't a lot to this. Okay, there's a little notch in the bottom and a shaft
that goes
and a little pin, and you can see the notch lines up with the pin, just like it's supposed to. Everything's straight, everything's cool. And it looks right. Like it's not bent, it's fine. Everything's perfect, everything's straight. And that's the problem. This part, which looks perfectly normal, shouldn't be straight. It should actually, see the hole at the top? See the notch at the bottom? The hole's actually cocked off a bit by like, I don't know, 45 degrees. And that's how it's supposed to look. Somebody, some Willy Bubba dipshit, was like, oh, well, there's your problem here, I fixed it, it's straight now. And not only did this not work, there's no possible adjustment where this could work. We know because we've been through all the adjustment range. So Batman found the defective part and gets mad credit for this because the defective part looks perfect.
Right, like you wouldn't have really known.
Yeah.
Because that was what I got at, is like, okay, because at first you just see this pin, it looks just like a set screw, so I thought maybe the shaft got twisted. And then I took it apart and realized it was a pin, and I lost all hope. And then it was just, something wasn't right. And then we also looked at, you can see the weld, you can actually see two puddles on top of each other, so it had been re-welded. And that was definitely one of the giveaways as well. So,
well, let's put the damn thing together. So we're gonna put this all back together.
It's just gonna work magically.
It's just gonna work. So, yeah. Winnie's supervising for safety. It's gonna be okay. So we got a big day today. We got a big VIP event. There may or may not be any video of that. And really, my whole day is a big VIP event, but that only takes like an hour. But there's a huge amount of setup for that, so it's a whole thing. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see what we get for blog today. I'll be back. 12:02. They're building a crowd. And then I get to go in and do that thing I do.
About to put a very expensive piece of walnut on the shoe guard.
That's a very, very pretty piece of wood.
He did it all himself.
Yeah?
I got an Alaskan chainsaw mill.
Oh, cool.
I like those little ones. I've wanted to get one.
Well, this is going to be fun.
We run it with two Husqvarna 395s.
Okay.
One on each side flip-flop.
Okay.
So one's pulling the chain across the back side, and one's pulling it across the front side.
That's
a neat way to do it.
sexy. Hi, puppy.
We got to we have up to a 96-inch bar.
Yeah.
So you can actually cut like a 92-ish inch piece of wood.
I may need you as safety officer in a bit.
Okay, just radio me, let me know.
I'll let you know. Yeah. They've got people filing in now, so I'm on standby.
If I don't hear you at first, it's because I'm in the room, but I'm going to try and keep it.
That's all right. Dog butt. She's helping.
Big help.
The diamond on this table's coming apart.
So we did the event. was a wild success. It was great. Now they're striping. Oh wow, they got almost everything cleaned out. We just hosted a big lunch thing in the high voltage lab. Like, we had tables all down here. So that was fun. Thank you, sir. So, yeah, VIP event went great. That's attractive. I'm gonna teach you the grip.
Yep.
Okay, you're gonna hold, thumb goes here. So you got like that for that side. This hand, finger goes here, not occluding that hole. Those two little holes on top are the microphones. So just like this. Okay.
Yeah, I learned yesterday about the microphones. Was it which one of you, was it Larry or you, Batman, that caught me doing it and then told me about it?
Probably.
I am currently in neutral now.
Just give me a second.
Well, I was in reverse a second ago.
I'm twiddling with the cable right now.
No? Okay.
Putting shit back together.
Did you ever get it figured out yesterday?
Yes.
Yeah, there was a part that's right here, right behind this, but it's about, it's actually way the hell up here, but it's straight in from the middle, all the way up to here, there's a little shaft, and we talked about it earlier today. It looks almost exactly like this. It's this part, but this is a really modified one that they fucked up pretty bad. We got a new part, and it's in there now, and this is the gear shift linkage.
Called
So-
the upper shift shaft.
Upper shift shaft.
Wait, really?
Yes.
This is a funny name.
The lower shift shaft is different.
Oh, that's not a funny name. Learn about the terms on a sailboat.
Yeah, I don't know anything about boating.
You get to learn about things like clue and luff and oh my god, there's a lot of words to learn.
All right, now I want you to just turn till it's counterclockwise. It's locked in counterclockwise.
It is, well, I can now,
Only turn it counterclockwise. If you cannot, then
I
we're
can't
engaged.
turn it counterclockwise.
That's what I want. Thank
Okay.
you. Keep kind of tension on it.
Okay.
Now see, it still doesn't seem right. It won't physically fit. That's stupid as hell. So what the hell am I missing? So in the manual, it tells you to center the barrel. Never mind. I just realized what I did wrong.
I do that.
I'm using the 1-inch mark. I want to use the 7-inch mark
Oh, that's a big difference.
because you don't want to trust just the end of the tape. Yeah. Anyway.
I can hear sounds down here.
Oh, that's because I'm vibrating the.
It's just so cool. Like, it sounds like you're turning a nut inside this.
I'm turning the barrel.
It does.
Yeah.
I don't know if the camera can
'cause-
get it, but it's
probably not. But there's this cable. I don't know if you can see it, but just inside there's a black boot, and it's Ripley.
Is it on both sides?
it's just on this side.
I'll try and
There's
get
a
it.
little thin black boot, and you can see it right in there. It's right here. I have a straight line in from there. You see that?
I don't know if it,
May or may not show up on the camera.
I mean, I can see it. I don't know if the camera can see
That's the throttle cable boot. There's actually 3 of those rubber boots. There's a big one on top, a big one down here that's really easy to see. And
At that point, it's not doing throttle. That's only doing shifting.
yeah, that's the shifter boot. Yeah, throttle stops up in the engine. But this whole thing is a gimbaled flexible joint. There's 2 bearings here that move up and down for tilt and trim. And then there's a bearing here and on the bottom for steering. So it's all got to be waterproof. There's mechanical shafts through, there's air shafts through, because the exhaust from the engine, part of it comes out here.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Part of it. A lot of it shoots out the sides.
All right,
Oh shit, we're getting ready to pack.
Are we still engaged counter?
We are still engaged
Okay.
counterclockwise. So the boat is in forward right now. Yep. The gearbox that chooses, because when the motor's on, back here is always spinning. There's a gearbox down in here that controls forward and reverse. And that shifter affects that.
If you are not busy, please report to the MPH.
Where's Jason? He wanted to talk to me. Okay.
Are you trying to just reattach it now?
So right now what I'm doing is I'm adjusting everything so that it's returned, because this is a brand new cable.
Oh, okay.
So you got to make sure that everything is adjusted back to zero, because there are adjustments here if your cable starts to stretch out. Mm-hmm. Now when we bought this boat, the dude knew there was something wrong with the shifting, and he tried to get it to work right. So everything's just out of whack.
The previous owner of this boat was, well, not very smart when it comes to boats.
He knew how to drive them, didn't know how to take care.
Yeah, he was a really good example of a Corvette owner mentality. Just because you can buy the car doesn't mean you can drive the car. Miami!
So how long have you guys had this boat?
Not even a month yet?
Yeah, not very long.
Oh, wow.
We've been just thrashing. The goal is to have 2 main boats.
So is this the first one, or do you already have
Well,
one?
this is the second one. This is my boat.
Second of good, ninth boat.
Yeah, this is 9 boat 10 is out in the parking lot.
All right.
And number 8 I gave to Batman because Batman does a lot of work on the boats and he earned a reward. So I gave it's a duplicate to this one pretty much.
All right, so counterclockwise engaged, yes?
Yes.
Neutral.
Trying to engage counterclockwise, but
It's fully up now. Does it feel better now?
yeah, it's good. It's good now.
Going to reverse.
Okay. You are engaged in reverse. You are in neutral. Did it! Fully medium pimping.
That was frustrating as hell.
You did it.
That little thing took us a lot
3
to
hours
find an
and-
impossible part.
Yeah.
I'll drive on and off, on and off.
Yeah.
Split.
Yeah, I was here for
Well,
like what,
now-
like 2
I
hours?
say we fired up
We
test
can wheel around
because now we can see if we've solved the cooling problem as well.
Yeah.
If
Which we
haven't-
should have, because
we
the
should
copper
have,
pipe.
but if we haven't, then we'll swap the thermostat, which is 2 bolts and not a big deal. All right, get lefty and put her in position. Oh, okay. Well, we can do it. 3 of us.
Unplug the battery charger, which we are.
Clear? Yeah. I'm pretty happy about that.
Speaking of which, we'll unplug it up.
Hey, that's another thing we're gonna do today. While we finish up the output, we gotta set the trim position indicator.
All right, gotta turn the battery on.
Don't need that. Hey, Batman?
Yeah.
This goes in the case. That's a trophy case part.
That should be up and up.
Yeah, you're up all the way.
Trophy case.
Trophy case. Oh, hey, check this out. I split my pants.
Wait, really?
My ass is hanging out.
Your ass.
I got a hole.
Oh,
I got an asshole.
so I think it's time to retire those pants, eh?
Yeah, these.
Didn't we
this
just
is
have
the
a
last
meeting
day.
about ass cracks showing up?
Yeah, I know. These pants are
You can just patch them. I mean, they're work pants.
Oh my gosh. That's such a relief. You
It is. Oh, I know, because I know how pissed you were the other day. Just at the bellows thing.
Well, the bellows is also holding, which is awesome.
Yeah. Is it still?
Yep.
It is. It's stretched out and it's still holding.
Perfect.
Okay.
Good girl.
Stay. Good girl.
Yeah, I don't think she wants to fall off. I don't think she's going anywhere.
Hey. Hey. Hi.
Aw, she's such a baby.
We're gonna roll it out and fire it up.
But you got your nice new seat patch.
Yeah, which is good because it'll protect my.
Yeah, cold weather. I had that problem when I was wearing my kilt at the band the other day. Cold morning.
Pop the door, Batman. I'll move this up for you.
Need me to move anything out of the way?
Huh?
Need me to move anything?
You just keep holding the camera.
Will do. Yeah, I wasn't gonna put it down.
You're the cameraman, that's your job. Hold the camera.
It smells so nice outside.
It does. I'm getting it over here.
Oh man.
Yeah, yesterday I was so paranoid I even pulled the old shift cable out just to make sure I wasn't freaking crazy.
Oh, they're all pet. What's happening with all those projectors over there?
They're currently being shipped off to another.
We need bulldog shapes.
Hey Chris, I got you a bear rug for your.
Bear rug.
I won't have any noise insulation anymore.
I'm just gonna bend over as much as possible today. My nail, so you know, exactly pops out of there. Or the dog licks it.
Alright. Battery's good. We still got the gallon of water here.
Yeah.
Hey, it's cooled down. Let's see if I can add any.
I'm sure you can, considering you
I
boiled
really
some
can't.
No.
It's pretty much there.
Alright, well.
I'm gonna top it off, but it's just gonna puke out the bottom. Whoop. Batman?
Yeah.
Fabio got a haircut and I'm sad.
It is a little weird. Now you
Yeah.
just do normal.
My parents.
You were a pretty man!
I was.
What's the term? D-bag. Yeah, D-bag.
He's gonna beat the shit out of you and I'm just gonna get you. So what are these?
Those are your lines for your lights.
Oh, okay.
That was just Bruce laying stuff out.
Okay,
For
that's
cutting
next
lengths
step.
and stuff.
All right, let's move shit. Depth finder. Oh, hey, yeah. Stabilize all the shit sitting up here. There's a lot.
It's alright, as long as James can't knock it down. Put off the shit again.
I couldn't do that again if I tried.
What did you do?
I just tossed a water bottle all the way from here to the trash can. Way back there. I'm picking screws. Is that bolted in? No, it's okay. Lots of little bits of shit.
Most of the screws and shit are off in the old stuff.
I'm not terribly concerned. I just don't want to drop anything. because this is all nav and radio accessories. All right, looks good to me. Let's move it. I'm steering. Here, Fabio, hand me the camera, and you can help Batman so we don't break anything.
Go watch the front end, make sure it doesn't run over.
I'll take this end, you two push and steer.
So still want me over? If you want to come help, then.
Swing as soon as you can.
I'm swinging as soon as I can.
Okay. That was smooth. Beautiful. Take us right on out. And stop. You're good. That's your spot. Okay, sir, you can have this back.
I'm Fabio.
You are Fabio.
I was at least.
You're fucking fabulous.
Such a nice day.
It is a beautiful day in the neighborhood. I want to be on a boat, flying an airplane right now. It's calm enough. We may have to go fly something today. It's pretty calm out.
Yeah, it is. Just move everything from the shop out in the parking lot today.
Oh God, we have days where we'll just work in the parking lot. Like,
That's nice.
if it wasn't for the big shipping thing we have to get done right now, I'd probably have people out here like just. This is a really good day to like pick up all the screws and shit in the parking lot.
Mm-hmm.
Like tidy up this stuff. Just any excuse to work outside. Work on the security cameras or the lights. Just gonna lay here and work on my tan.
Remember there was that cool dude who said he was going to make me a hose reel?
Okay, that's enough working on my tan. I heard about a dude who's gonna help you on a hose reel, but
Instead, you got all this mess yourself.
I think you're working on your fence right now.
No, well, see, Minkus bought the fitting so Joe could make the hose reel.
I can't imagine what a farmer would be doing today.
I know, right? On a quarter square day.
What is he? Is he hooking up the hose, I suppose? Let's see what he's doing. Where's this hose going? So what is the hose for?
So, boats are water cooled.
Yeah. So if they're
By
not
sucking
in...
the water up through, so if you're not in a lake, you got to give it water.
Okay.
And we have what are called muffs, which slide onto the motor right onto the water input side, which you see here. Get that water bottle. Get that water bottle. Get it. Get it. She's just kind of like, yeah, rolling.
Get it. Get it.
So we now have a fully charged battery.
And a boat that has its carb rebuilt and tuned. This thing should just start right up and be brah, brah, brah.
Yeah.
And happy.
I still got to tweak idle a little bit, but we should, as
So
far
your
as
final-
all
your final
fundamental
idle is
systems.
tweak till you're in the water, kind of coasting
Yeah,
along.
yeah.
Putts it.
But as far as all basic systems, we should be done. Like now we're onto accessories. We got to do the marine radio, music radio, and light, and sonar, and we're set. Yeah. Fuck yeah, I'm there. Okay, look at the weather this week. Find the day that has the shittiest, nastiest weather and shoot autopsies that day.
Okay.
So most of this weekend.
Yeah.
You could do that transport. Is still,
remind me about it. Remind Liz about it, and I'm happy to do it.
Listen,
Because we could do an
I can
MDA
get that the
autopsy.
hell out of my way.
Yeah, I'd be happy to.
Alright, you wanna trim yourself down?
Yep. Clear for trim down. Trim down.
So I just covered those little vents. Those are the intake vents. Mm-hmm. And water's just gonna shoot directly into them.
Where's it gonna shoot out?
It'll go up into the motor.
Hey,
It cools the
am
motor.
I down?
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah.
It cools the motor, then shoots back out the exhaust port, which is here. And there's a couple little ones there. All right, I'm gonna go turn on your water.
Do it! So, we tried this before, and we had a faulty part inside there, and as a result of that, we had a misalignment of some other parts, so we weren't getting cooling water up through like we were supposed to. Now, this should work, and the engine should not overheat. It should stay nice and cool, and we should be able to shift into forward and reverse, and we're high enough up that I can spin the propeller and not have to worry about it. So be aware, when this starts, once it's up and running, we put in gear, you don't want to be 90 degrees off axis to it. You want to be kind of behind it, because it's going to spray water out the sides, because the propeller's going to spin and it'll fling water. Turn the water on?
Yeah.
Emerge from the darkness.
Where are you going?
Hooking his dog up.
Oh,
She won't drink the parking lot water again.
because she's kind of dumb. Yeah. All right, we got water in.
All right.
Clear prop. Prop's clear. Contact. Clear prop.
Does it have gas?
Yeah.
Hey, man. She won't start. We had this last time.
We just want to get a little started before you see what happens.
No, I want to do it right. I want to unfuck whatever it is. There's a screw.
On the side.
Yeah.
Bright brass screw.
Yeah, but I don't know what I'm supposed to do with it.
Turn it. One way and the bed don't work. Try it the other way. Down.
Okay, I'm doing 1/8 of a turn, counterclockwise.
Okay.
I'm going to open it up another quarter turn. Okay, well that's trying to do something.
Yeah, it sounds different. I don't know if it's better.
Can I open another?
Hi.
I really need your dude here. Alright, I'm going to try closing that.
Shush.
Other way.
Think he's gonna get it?
Quarter turn.
Oh. There was like, the propeller went like, and had one turn. Oh, turned a little bit.
I'm trying to give her a little gas. Alright, I'm gonna go quarter turn in. Half turn in.
Yeah, this direction has been working.
That's all I got. Screws bottomed out.
Water's coming out of the right spot.
Crap in the water.
Probably just the ground.
Dirty.
There you go. Forward. Forward. pressure is up at like 50, 60. Oil pressure is up at 60. Temp is still at the bottom peg.
I have to see how I test the manual will tell me how I can test the
Unplug the tack connection. Not the bolts, but the sensor.
yeah.
Nothing. No change. Okay? Do temp. Tack is over here, then.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
What's that? All the plugs are right here then.
Oh, okay. Oil.
Temp? No.
That's temp.
All right, you're right.
Okay, we're off the peg. Plug back in. Okay, temp is reading and we're just off the lower peg.
All right. I mean, it's gonna take a second to warm up.
Yeah, I was expecting that.
That's fine. So engineer like 10. Let me go on this. Might be down to that end.
Yeah, it's more likely it's fucked up on the lower end. I don't know where the tack sensor is, it's probably on the distributor. Aside from being hard start, it's totally acceptable how it's running.
Well, now that it's warmed up, well, wait for that oil pressure drop a bit and the temp climbs up.
I want to know why the oil pressure goes high while it's cold. That
Because the
concerns
oil
me a
hasn't
little
warmed
bit.
up right. Maybe we put too heavy a weight in.
Maybe? What did we put in it?
I don't remember.
We put in what it wanted though, right?
We put what the cap said, yeah.
Yeah, alright.
10W something. 30 of it.
Well, now that we've learned how to address linkage, we can pull this in, pull yours in, and adjust that linkage. Oh, that's easy. That's easy.
Yeah.
You haven't rebuilt it yet?
I'm working on yours.
Oh.
Remember 4 or 3 hours yesterday?
Yeah. So now we just let it idle for a while. The temp gauge is already way lower than it was last time, so
Yeah, I agree.
hey, Batman, feel the water coming out. Is it warm?
Not piss warm.
Yeah. I think it may not get any colder or any hotter than it is right now. Because we've got a nice cooled open loop cooling system happening. It may not warm up beyond this. There's no load on it.
It still should.
It's off the peg, but it hasn't gone up any further.
But you might have it right.
I think we sorted it.
How thick is that? Or how's that hose feel?
We gotta do the alternator belt.
How?
The belt. Alternator belt. Still loose as hell.
Can you adjust
It's
it up
somewhere
here?
between finger tight and Catholic lube.
Just pivot. Right. Can you feel coolant going through that? Pretty solid?
Yeah, it feels.
Yeah, you probably got the air out of it. Come on.
knows how old this gas was?
We just put the gas in it.
No, we didn't.
Yeah, we did.
I didn't put any gas in this boat.
I put gas in it.
Oh.
Put leaded? This is the leaded boat.
Yeah, this is
You probably just had to get it through the system.
Well, we already did that last time.
Yeah, but then he opened everything.
I didn't open the
Well, yeah.
I didn't open the carb or anything.
All right, what do you want to do next? We got to adjust the alternator. But this time everything worked.
Yay.
Hell, I'd put it in the water. But like, that's how far along we are. This could get wet.
We'll turn the water on.
All right,
Bring your trim up.
trim up. Well, that's a damn good test.
Yeah.
We'll be back.
Yeah, you're smart. You're just a fucking klutz.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't deny that.
So this puck here, are you rolling?
Yes.
This puck here is the trim sender. This tells us where the motor's sitting on the tilting
Okay.
things.
Was that like unaligned? Is that what you were just doing with your?
Well, we had just installed these brand new, so you had to tweak it to find, because it has a couple settings. It's got two positions inside.
Mm-hmm.
One is really sensitive and one is a long travel thing, and we needed the wrong long travel one,
Okay.
I think. I don't know, we're about to find out when we lower it.
Okay.
Seems right.
All right, so go ahead and lower it and watch your gauge as you go down.
Tilting down. Am I all the way down?
No.
That's okay.
Now you are.
Oh shit.
Ah.
Well, there I'm pegged bottom. There I'm pegged top.
Okay.
Oh,
That's
like
because it did a full revolution on the resistor.
I'll be back in about 45 minutes.
All right.
I had to go get a purse.
Leave it. Bring it down more. All the way.
Down?
Yeah, down all the way. Because down is more important than full up.
Tell me when I'm all the way down.
You should be about there. There we go. Stop. Oh, there you go.
Okay.
I'm gonna tweak it
It
from
says
here.
I'm all the way up.
Yeah, I know.
All right, watch my finger for your indicator.
Ah, shit. So the screws have a little bit of adjustment, but apparently that is not
enough.
enough. Fuck. I might have to turn it all the way the other way.
Batman,
Huh?
you're doing it wrong.
Give me a second.
No,
Okay.
no, hang on. Instead of just turning it, pull it out, turn the thing inside.
Well, that's what I have
Put
to
it
do
back.
because there's a little bit of adjust on the screws. You get like a half a turn.
Yeah, but if you turn the inside like one facet.
That's what I'm about to
Okay,
do.
cool. All right, you're full Mac.
Alright, we're gonna try this guy. Alright, should be about where we want. Putting the screws back in.
Hey, Chris. Hey, what's up?
Oh, nothing
I
much.
told you it's gonna be down here in 5 minutes.
Well, you told me that when I was sitting with Rebecca down in the open doors room.
Oh,
So,
I understand.
no, so the demo you're doing.
You gotta be way more specific than that.
Well, the demo we did today,
Which one?
the business, was it the business lunch?
Well, I did the high voltage demo.
Okay.
I did the Tesla coil, the down power line, and
The
thumper.
whole bit.
Oh, okay.
That whole event. Okay, so the event.
The event.
The event. Are you looking to What kind of people are you looking to attract with that? Just people in
Well,
general, or
that was basically a dry run rehearsal.
okay.
And so you'll see when I talk in front of a crowd, the way I talk, the way I carry myself, the words I use depends very heavily upon who I'm speaking to.
Okay.
Today I was speaking to college students. That was a test event for what will be Super Duper VIPs. We had a handful of Super Duper VIPs in the room, but it was mainly a college kid crowd.
Yep.
So my language, my mannerisms will be very dependent upon who I'm speaking to. So today what you saw was a show for college kids. But I threw in some business stuff for the VIPs, and the VIPs loved it. They were great. But normally I wouldn't be, like, when I'm talking to college kids, there's casual profanity, it's very laid back, it's rock and roll. When I'm doing VIPs, I have a stick that I keep in my office that I lodge firmly up my ass so that I can talk to the good Republican people.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go up, see what we do.
But no, no, I was wondering because
Okay.
Are you
On the
using
peg.
Are you using tilt or trim at this point?
I'm using trim for that.
Okay. Well, because that should only be really your trim gauge, and when you tilt up, you might not see
Okay,
it.
well, I'm still pegged bottom.
Okay.
I'm using trim because it moves slower.
Yeah.
So trim's gonna be, I just came off the gauge.
Okay.
25%. 50,
Okay.
75.
Okay.
I'm pegged up.
You're almost at the top.
Yeah?
So for trim,
So for
this
trim
is
it's
good.
great.
Yeah.
And then we just tilt until we hear it bear down.
Well,
No,
tilt.
the
I gotta
limit
change
switch
the
will
limit
stop
switch
it.
for the
All right,
tilt.
so let's set the limit switch.
Right. So I need you to turn the wheel the other way. The other way. The other way.
Okay. You want me to go limit high or low?
We're limiting it high.
Okay. Move and I'll take it all the way up. You safe?
Yeah, I'm safe. Go ahead. Yeah,
Right there.
that's me with the limit switch right there.
Oh, okay.
It slows it way down. So go ahead and hit the down.
No, the
switch.
limit switch shouldn't slow it down. The limit switch will stop it.
Hit the down switch.
Down?
Yeah, just hit down. All right, hold on. Stop. See, I'm turning it, and I should be making contact, and it's not seeming to be doing anything.
Next question. Yeah.
no, I'm asking because one of my professors was the director of basically CMH branch here in Grand Rapids, and knows a lot of people in the foundation role.
Okay.
So I shot him an email saying, you know, he has any contacts that I can get hold of. So I'm interested in helping find people in the philanthropy world and just kind of find more business leaders.
I totally support that. That's a conversation you should have with Matt.
Matt, okay, cool,
That's his job.
okay. My
My job is to stand up there and do the dog and pony show. His job is to put butts in seats.
Okay.
So
It
yeah.
was a very entertaining dog. It was awesome.
My problem is I'm really good at that.
Yeah.
I need more people to take the time to come check us out. Because if I can get them in the door, I got them. I can do that, but I can't attract them here. Like college kids, I'm tits deep in college kids. College kids love us. We're awesome, like him. My problem is that college kids are easy to get here because one of them will come and then they'll tell all their friends and then I got 50 more guys from there. But it's the business people, they don't give a shit because we don't fit their mold. And I need the college kids because that's our membership, but I need business people because that's our funding.
Yeah.
And we're doing great on membership. We got record highs on membership, just across the board, by any way you measure it.
Yeah.
But our funding is shit.
Yeah.
Just shit. And because we're so vocal in the community, because we're so out there, people think that we're just rolling in cash, and we're not. We're just really good at performing with very little funding. And if I can do this with the shit level of funding that we have, just imagine what I could do if we had a couple bucks.
Right. Yeah, I took a look at the financial report before starting, and I was.
Did you freak out a little bit?
I assumed it was way more.
Yeah, yeah. People were like, really? Well, the whole staff's volunteer, so that's a huge bit of that. But like, they turned off the gas. We don't have gas turned on right now,
Oh wow.
and like we just had to scramble to pay the trash bill,
Well, my phone has
and
not yet
and
rebooted.
just like
It
we're
has
we're
also
fucking
not
broke.
run while the other phone's
But it's not okay for me to get on my Facebook and write 10 pages on how we're fucking broke.
Right.
Because how can you be broke? You just gave away 3,000 computers. Duh. Yeah. What you need?
Bring her up.
Bring her up.
Yeah.
You can interrupt me. It's okay.
Ah, that's more fun.
Tilt to
Even,
trip.
even in terms of
All
grants,
the way up.
operating costs are just not funded. Cool. I'll get see if I can get that contact.
Did it stop or did you
It
stop?
did that.
It did that? Okay.
That's not.
That's not full up yet.
Huh?
Now you're full up. So it has a pause. Give me a sec.
Okay.
Go back down a bit. Did it stop or did you stop?
I did.
Okay. Hold down until I tell you to stop.
Okay.
Okay. Stop. Now hold up till I tell you to stop.
Years of technical training to do this.
Stop. Now go back down. Stop. Bring her up. Stop.
That doesn't sound like Switch did it.
No, it didn't. It maxed itself out. We gotta find that
Watch him. He's
sweet
cool.
spot.
Well, Tuna.
Alright, that was it.
You're
I'm just
easy.
kind of watching you guys work on a boat.
Get in there and ask questions. Learn stuff. Kind of spectator sport.
Down.
Down.
Down. All right, back up.
What are you guys doing out right now? Just making sure that you have the properly?
Damn it.
So what do you look?
What are you guys doing out right now?
So this is a limit switch. What it does is it's supposed to pause the motor so that you don't
Not pause.
slam it.
Stop.
Stop it. Well, when you were going up that one time, it
Yeah,
stopped.
I might have just burned my finger.
You must have. Okay.
So there's a little switch inside that puck, and when the motor goes all the way up, that switch is supposed to tell the pump turn off,
Okay.
and it will just turn the pump off, hard off, and it keeps you from damaging because you can see the two long hydraulic rams below him that lift the motor up and down.
Yeah.
So you need to be able to tilt, which is lifting the motor in big movements to lift the motor completely up out so that you can drive down the road with the motor on trailer and not shave off the entire bottom of your skeg. You need to be able to trim slight movements like this while in the water, and that helps the attitude of the boat, helps the boat get on plane quicker, different things. There's various uses for trim. But because it's a hydraulic system, there's a pump and reservoir right under here. And if you push it all the way out, you'll come up against it, and it can put a lot of force on things, and it can break stuff, or damage a pump, or blow a line, or fucking pick one. 90% of the time, this ends in blow a seal somewhere, oil comes out bad.
Okay.
So you don't want to have it at rest under a lot of pressure, like up against a mechanical limit. So you set an electrical limit so that the motor stops electrically before it stops mechanically.
Okay.
What he said.
I teach this shit. You just got schooled, bitch.
Down and up.
Down and up. Here we go.
So what are you looking at when he puts it down and up like that, and you tell him when to stop? Okay.
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 Did you stop or?
That's mechanical limit. Hey, Batman. Is the switch wired correctly?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
It plugs into the things at the right at the
It
plug.
doesn't seem to be doing its thing. So.
No, that's I'm noticing that.
Hi. How you doing?
Warming up.
It's nice.
It is nice out.
But only directly in the sun. Boat runs, shifts into reverse.
Yay.
We're just trying to tweak
It is
this.
good enough that we could put the boat in the water.
Up, down.
Up, down. Up first.
Down first. Up. That was mechanical. I'm missing something here.
I think it's an electrical issue.
Well, if you bring it all the way up and it breaks the circuit, how is it supposed to be able to go down?
It's a different circuit.
Two different relays.
Yeah. Latching
They're hard.
relays, yo.
I'm missing something somewhere. Because it's a switch. It's literally two
Fuck
contacts
it. Everything else
again.
works. We'll come back to that. That's tomorrow. You want to dick with yours?
Yeah.
Let's do the alternator and then dick with yours. All right, let's push it back in.
Here, do you want the camera?
Hand it to her. She knows how to use it.
Good point.
She's like smart and shit. Hey, Batman, let's not decorate the lotus. Battery's off. We'll put the charger back on it. That's clear enough. Alright, hand me the charger, I'll put that back on it. Hey, Lefty! Oh, he left.
Hi, buddy. How you doing?
Thank you.
I'm on. Got a gob. Alright, so alternators quickly. It's metric. Half doesn't quite go on. It is 13 millimeters.
Oh, damn, he's
Fuck, give me the extension. Ooh, 12 points.
So what is it that you're fixing right now?
This is the alternator. It generates electrical energy to charge the battery and run the engine systems. And it's loose, like loose. See how much I can move that?
Oh, okay.
That's
So
bad.
you're basically not supposed to move it like at all.
Not supposed to be able to move it.
No, you just shift it
more
all
like
the way
half
down.
inch. That's okay. I got a plan. You, sir,
Yes.
put your hand right here. Grab this, and lift it up as hard as you can.
So lift this.
Well, I have to have a wrench right here because
Okay.
once you have this under super duper tension, I got to tighten that down.
Okay.
So you want to lift that up, and then I'll tighten the thing.
Okay.
Hang on, let me make sure I'm tightening.
Just tell me when.
Let's get cozy. Feel the love. All right, go ahead. Pull like hell. Oh yeah, that feels good. Watch that. Like a turning on.
Look at that shade of
What
red
do
he's
you got?
turning.
Okay, you're good there. Now, oh, that's way more better.
Way more better? Well,
Way. It's like
you're not too tight, are you?
50%. It
yeah,
can't be
you gotta have a yes, it can be. You gotta have at least a quarter inch flex. That looks like
If
a quarter
I
inch
push
flex.
on it, I can get.
That's what you want. All right,
Okay,
there you go. Winifred, get your butt in here, young lady.
Wow, wow.
Whoa. You can't make me. Alright, there you go. So, that's done. Let's pull your boat in.
Woo.
Oh, do you gotta do the switch thing first? Alright, you wanna teach people about the switch thing? You've already done it once, so now you know what you're doing. Like, he could shoot you at your desk.
Yeah.
So there's our lovely little switch. And you can say things are a little fried and gross, and what we just got to do is drill out these little rivets, okay? And then it just splits apart, and we can clean the contacts, and it's great. So
This switch is the switch that you'll find right here. Right. See, it's that switch right there. And what this does is disengages the ignition for a moment while you're shifting in and out of gear to keep it from bogging down.
Okay.
Yeah, you got like all the right shit now.
Man, there's a lot of tools. Or parts.
this is my special desk.
What?
This is my special desk.
Oh.
What else do we do?
Oh man, I didn't even notice all this back here.
Just keeps going and going.
Reminds me of this whole area back here reminds me of where I worked at Grand Valley. I worked at the technology showcase. It was just like essentially we were just like in some like large closet room.
That's essentially the perfect way to describe my office.
You okay, Wayne? You're okay.
She'll learn eventually.
How old is she?
She turns 7 this month.
Okay.
You can see my desk isn't really the best thing to watch that, but whatever. Some cute leather settings. Occupado!
Chicato madre penseroto.
I don't speak any fucking Spanish. I have no idea what you said.
You really don't need to. It's just enough Spanish to get you into a bar fight.
This worked last time I did it. So now that I'm actually in video, it's not going to work right.
Pressure's on. Looks like the... Are you trying to just like force it out with that?
No, I'm drilling it out.
Oh.
But I'm using this force to try and stop it from spinning all the way through, because it's just a little tube.
She's using my head as a pillow.
So there's one rivet. He's gone.
So is this the one for your boat then?
Mm-hmm. It's funny because it came out of that boat.
Oh, it did?
Because, well, I had to rebuild. We had gotten one And my boat came with a whole shift housing plate thing, and it had a switch on it, but the switch was no good. So I took that one apart. That was one I got to play with. And I realized how easy they were to rebuild. So I did the one on his boat first, just because it was inside. So I took the bad one off his boat. I'm going to rebuild this one now for my boat. Which my boat, the whole roller arm is just missing.
Oh wow.
Which does no good. And this is the shift interrupt switch. So while you're shifting, it temporarily breaks the spark and kind of stalls the engine enough, so that it'll shift without grinding your gears. Let's see, that one way more better.
Way more better.
Way better. So now this is going to split just like so. So now we can see inside. So this one's not too bad. I think this one was actually working, but I just pulled it out and put the new one in just so we knew for sure. So you can see it's just a little happy little switch. What we're going to do is just going to put nice new wire on there, because we can see this is all kind of gross and grimy and burned up. So I'm going to clean these contacts off real nice and pretty like. Yeah, there's a bit of gunge in there, so it probably wasn't making the best contact that it could. I'm going to clean everything out real well. All new wire on it. And I'll be going from there. So it comes to the front part. Just simply cleaning.
Oh, it's literally just paper towel.
Well, I'm getting their schmoo buildup in here, which is a bit of just engine grease and oil just seeping in essentially, so we're going to clean that out first.
But for like, there's actual like...
For on the contacts, we'll probably use a little bit of a very light sandpaper. But yeah, there's grease and oil in there. I mean, this has been sitting next to a running engine for the past, well, this is an 86, so a while.
Yeah.
This has probably never been replaced because they don't actually make these switches anymore.
Oh, they
have
don't?
a whole new setup.
Oh, for like
And
newer
for
boats?
a mere, well, they sell a conversion kit for the older boats that still use this stuff for a mere $400. You can get a whole new shift plate that holds the newer style switch, which is a little more robust, and it's not a roller arm; it's an actual push button switch. They just changed the whole housing and how everything's held on. And it's quite lovely, but $400, shit. Maybe eventually, but not right now. Jesus, dog.
My foot vibrates every time she does that. Yeah.
See, that's just essentially all we're doing. We're just cleaning out the schmoo. It's kind of tedious. See what this looks like. Oh, wow.
Wow.
Yeah, look at that. And that's
That
all
was-
built up on the contacts. I might not even have to hit this with, it's just so much grease and oil getting in there. Peel off this old.
She woke up good.
Remember, cut towards your chum, not your thumb.
Yep.
This is bad.
It's so hard not to do that because you get so much better force
There
sometimes.
we go. Peel the old heat shrink off. And we're gonna hit that with my soldering iron. Pull the old solder off because this wire is well
So
baked.
you hit it with a soldering iron to get
pull-
the old
to get-
solder off.
to get the old solder and the old wire off. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's called desoldering.
How'd you get into all this stuff? Like being with like tools and like being able to build anything.
My
Or
old
fix
man
anything.
was a very handy guy, and my grandpa was a very handy guy. My grandpa used to fix very large, heavy machines. His toolbox, which I actually just ended up with not too long ago, it itself is he built himself out of wood.
Wow.
Empty, weighs about 100 pounds.
Whoa, how big is it?
Not very. It's a good sized chest.
Okay.
He used to carry, this was his portable toolbox. And it held about another 200 pounds of steel and wrenches and socket. Like he had a full socket set in it, full wrench set, miscellaneous chisels and bits for hammering apart stuff. And yeah, my grandpa was a bit of a beast. So yeah, he did mechanical. So it's just a long line of mechanical people.
Mm-hmm.
My old man actually just retired from doing printers and copiers, and he started out in the typewriter business.
Wow,
how
that's
old he's been doing stuff.
kept in the business the whole time.
Yeah,
Just-
he adopted and grew. So any like old dude who's like, I'm too old for them computers, I don't really, because my old man is very proficient in them.
Mhm.
He's about turned 62.
Wow. Wow, really? It's like how old my parents are, but I don't know. How old are you?
I don't know you that well, mister.
That's fine.
But
I mean, my parents were old. They were older than most when I was born.
I am almost the youngest of 6, so. Where the fuck did my solder go? Am I just blind? Probably. Or someone knocked over. Hi. Watch your head left. Oh, I need to clean my office again. Oh, there it is. It fell on the floor. That's that. I gotta go wet my sponge.
Wet my sponge sounds like a
I got a little
euphemism.
sponge, sure.
Sounds like a euphemism.
For the solder. I'll be right back.
Alright.
I just gotta heat it up and get the old wire out of the way. It's just kind of in there. It's just in there. Oop, now we have a hole again.
Oh, and that's what the sponge is for.
Now you wipe off, solder has flux inside of it,
Okay.
and if it leaves it on your tip, it'll interfere with heat transfer.
What is flux?
Flux is a chemical they put inside solder to help it flow right.
Okay.
It's kind of a sticky, goopy stuff.
Also, I never knew solder was like a thing. I just assumed solder was like the verb you used for doing something.
Yes, it's all the above.
Yeah.
And see, this wire is actually silver because it's tinned with solder, which helps keep it from corroding, which is what makes it special for boat wire.
Okay. What exactly is solder made of?
Used to be back in the day lead. Now it's tin and lead. Nowadays it's tin and some other modes. It depends on what kind of solder you want to use.
Okay, so
Like if you're doing straight up plumbing, you have to use absolutely lead free.
Mm-hmm.
Some stuff still has lead in it. I don't even know what this one is. This is a little tube I've had. Actually, my old man gave me forever ago. And it's just about out. Which makes me sad. It's probably the good shit. It's probably got lead in it. Go ahead and hit the other side too. Heat up. There we go. kind of see that my tip has a little bit of yellow schmoo on it. Mm-hmm. That's the flux burning.
So it's like flux that you didn't get off one time before, or like from that
No,
right there?
it's coming from right there.
Okay.
There's anybody? Yeah, Alright, so that contact looks good. I'm happy. What I like about this as well is I don't have to risk burning the plastic housing soldering on new contacts. That's why I also like, or soldering onto the contacts. It's, I kind of like having it separated. Besides cleaning out all of the schmoo.
Very technical terms.
Schmoo. Very technical. So you watch it, it'll be kind of dull gray, then all of a sudden it's all shiny again. Oop, that comes right out. A little bit of a hole, there we go. Longer piece. Now we're gonna have to go look at his boat to see which side is the longer side. I forgot to mark it that before I took it apart. Alrighty, so that's done. So, I have 100 and still over here. Put myself. Oh, watch out, pup. Watch out, pup.
Winnie, come here. There we go.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. The eye boogers again. Gross.
Yeah. Looks like an industrial hair dryer.
That's essentially what it is. It is a hot air gun. It shrinks, heat shrink nice and even uniform, and I don't scorch it like I do with my lighter.
Dries your hair in 2 seconds.
Burns your scalp in like 4.
Yep.
So if you're not careful. Hi. Do you have to be right there?
It's so weird how little shampoo I have to use now and how quickly my hair dries. I'm still not used to it.
Yeah, since you got rid of your Fabio haircut.
Oh. Never know how judgmental an employer is going to be, so I always figured it's better safe than sorry, and then you can always just grow it back. It's just hair.
Sharp little burr on that one. A stray wire. That was also a stray one. There we go. If your wire's sharp enough, it's poking through your heat shrink, it's going to do you no fucking good. Just watch the magic. Pretty magical, huh?
Yeah, it was really cool. Do the different colors, are they 4 different types of wires and stuff?
No, it's just for color coding if you need to color code. It's kind of... This covers a lot of colors that RC guys use.
Oh, okay.
Red and black being your DC, yellow and...
Blue?
Actually, no, it's usually white and... No, wait. It's been a while since I've been doing it. Red and black will be power. White and blue or yellow. Then you get like video and audio and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yellow is usually video.
Yeah.
Yeah, blue and green they do for audio, just because it's just what they do. I don't know why.
Yeah, I mean those are the colors that the audio video cables use for like inputs in TV and stuff too. Well, at least what they used to. Pretty much everything's HDMI now.
Alright, so we still gotta clean this guy up. So you can see that guy is kind of gross and grimy. We're gonna pop that off. And once I do that, those springs will come free, which is fine.
Okay, good. It's not there anymore, so I can walk over here.
Yeah, just look at how the color difference in that is just amazing.
Yeah, a lot of the stuff was just straight black when you
Yeah.
started. And
Not so much anymore. $20-odd years of just grease and schmoog in there. Oh, 86, yeah, 30 years. Shit. Yeah.
oh, she's between your legs.
Alright, I'm satisfied with the schmooing process. So now we just simply
Reattach.
reassemble the switch. And now, since I drilled out those rivets are no longer any good.
Yeah, I
So I'm
figured.
going to be using bolts actually on this
Oh.
one.
How would you like
Little
re-rivet it?
You'd have to get new rivets and have the riveting tool to do it.
Oh, okay, so it's pretty simple, just having the tool and the rivets.
They're not really normal rivet, like they're not like pop rivets. This was probably very specific to. I mean, this is essentially just a very small brass tube that they flanged on one end, and then the tool flanged on this end as well.
Oh yeah.
Is essentially what that was. All right, so I put a little too much heat shrink on, so I'm just going to shave just a little bit off, which is perfectly fine. Better shave a little off.
Did not have enough on.
Right. Cut the thing 3 times, it's still too damn short. Can I help you find anything?
The tap and die chart.
Oh, it finally fell off the stupid wall. There's one sticking on that whiteboard out there by the
Okay.
sheetrocker room. There's one in there.
Okay.
Exact duplicate to what that one was.
Thank you.
Yep. Well, that's much better. There we go. Alright. I missed some schmoo. It still looks really gross in there. Yeah, it still is really gross in there. I might have to get some Q-tips or something. Or do I have some in here? This is not the case. Keep going that way. The hell did my Q-chips not there? What the hell?
Answer is priceless.
What? Oh. Ew.
Whoa.
There's still a lot of muck buildup right in that one there. Let's see if I got. So I bought this little set of, they're actually carving tools for
Clay.
like doing clay and stuff. They make the best for cleaning little detail things like this. There's lots of different shapes and sizes and tweaks, and they work so well for cleaning shmoo out of detail stuff.
That was like so much fun. Sorry. That doesn't look boring, but I was thinking of like actually sculpting with clay. I did it in high school a few times and I loved it.
Cool start, bro. Try and use this to get paper towel in there to pick up. That's what she thinks of your story. No, that's much better. Much better. Hey, look at how much more I got out of there.
Yep. Growth. I still haven't seen that movie.
What movie?
The Moana.
Was I whistling Moana?
Yeah.
God damn it.
You're the song. I don't know what the song's called, but the one was like, "What can I say except you're welcome."
What are you working on?
Breaking shit.
What'd you break?
It's cleaning stuff.
I'm fixing the switch actually. Fixing the shift interrupt switch for my boat. I'm gonna pull my boat in, dick with that guy for a little bit.
You do not need another boat in here.
Probably call it a day. Easier to deal with that. Then put those in. This is gonna be awesome.
How long have you had your hair long?
About 1 full year now. This is the longest it's ever been. It's driving me nuts, but I've already admitted I'm doing it for donation
Donation.
charity. So if I puss out on that, everyone will know.
Yeah.
Because I've already made it public, which is how I kind of force myself to commit to it.
Yeah.
There have been a couple times where I'm just like, no, really, it's too hot.
I feel that. I wanted to donate my hair when I eventually cut it, but when it actually came time to do it, my hair wasn't long enough, and I'm like, well, I kind of need to get it cut now, so.
Just want to see if that. Is that right, or do I have to put it on the other way? Seems happy. So that's essentially it. It's rebuilt. I just got to find some screws. Just gonna set it there for now. I got some screws.
You just can't get over breaking boats, can you?
I love breaking boats, man. Almost as much as you love breaking cars.
What cars have I broke? Ever?
What boats have I broke? I haven't broken any yet.
We scrapped 3 and all that.
That doesn't mean I broke them.
No.
I ain't breaking them. They came to me broke. That's my story I'm sticking to.
Drop that.
Yeah, no, I'm trying to get in the trash. Hi. Drop that one too. Alright. Let's go find some hardware. Yep. Hi. Being a good girl. So on Chris's boat, they bolted through the big holes, but I think on my boat they bolt through the little bolts. It's slightly different. They're like the exact same boat, just slightly different by a little. Uh-oh. So other than I just got to crimp on new ring terminals, that's the rebuild of the switch. Ta-da!
Ta-da!
Boom. Easy switch. Huh. She's like, what? We're gonna need a bucket. Oh, someone pulled it out. Oh, never mind, we don't need the bucket.
Oh.
Someone didn't listen, didn't put the other post in here, so the other day it flooded in that area. Okay. I'm just
Dude's over.
Yeah. You gotta play. All right, you go watch him. This is gonna be fun. What's up?
He fixed the switch. He's just going to replace it now, or put it in.
You want to go to the park, test the Adagio? You can fix your switch. I got a few minutes, some downtime. I was going to zoom over to the park and see if...
Oh, so you crashed that plane today?
Not this plane,
Oh.
but I've crashed this battery in a different plane today. Up is up, down is down. Our elevator is a little kinky. Our rudder is a little unbalanced. Flaps work. Everything works. It's just a little beat up. This is a very delicate plane.
That has seen a lot
It
of
has
use.
seen a lot of flights and a lot of crashes and a lot of just, I'm a very bad pilot. And propeller works. Let's give it a shot.
So working how you expect it to?
It's doing all right. It's certainly not the smoothest flying aircraft I've ever owned. That's for sure. Here, we'll go over to this end of the field so that you don't have to shoot into the sun.
Yeah. Luckily there's a lot of cloud cover, so the sun isn't really getting in the way so much as that it's just like so hard to see it because it gets to be like a dot sometimes. Oh, the battery just died on the camera.
That's okay, I got another one. Making it work.
Get your... Hearing like a 9-year-old yell, get your head out of your ass.
It's really hard and dangerous to fly a sailplane, which is not a very agile, super responsive aircraft, this low and this slow. This is where you'll get a little tip strike and then a cartwheel. Oh, let's get out of there. Okay, we're all right. We're okay, I'm flying. Yeah, the wing spar is totally cool now. Motor's off.
Oh, there it is. I was like...
Yeah, it's easy to lose. Now we're into a little bit of a headwind.
Gonna like do what the seagulls do and then just not move at all going right into the wind.
This will do that, but you gotta have just the right wind. Right now, I'm stalling a lot. I'm just gliding. This isn't even soaring. This is really bad gliding.
It's just falling with style.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. kind of neat just how quiet it is though.
Yeah. Like you can definitely tell when the motor turns on.
And this is a quiet plane with a motor on. You ought to hear one of the jets. I got a couple EDF planes. I got a EDF plane called the Habu, which is about like a fifth the size of this plane. Loud as hell. This is a beautiful landing. This plane is kind of a bitch to fly. It's of the sailplanes I have, this one's the hardest to fly.
Oh.
Because it's so tiny and so light.
Oh, so all your other ones are like a good size bigger?
Oh yeah, this is a little itty bitty one. This is a 280 class. My big one's 2 meters across.
Oh man.
We'll take that one out sometime soon. We'll climb up a bit here.
How high is that able to go?
400 feet legally.
Oh, legally.
In reality, till you run out of battery. So like we just climbed there,
Yeah.
I got 5 minutes of battery on full power. So it would easily climb this little plane
Yeah.
with just full on RAR. You could get it to where you couldn't see it effectively to fly it.
Yeah. I mean,
Right now I'm about 100 feet high, give or take right now. So I can legally fly 4 times that high, which I got no need to with a line of sight plane.
oh
If
yeah.
it was FPV, then yeah. How's that for a move? Outside loop into what is kind of a fucked up Immelman. Yeah. See, my problem with being on this end of the field so that we had the light
Uh-huh.
is I'm landing with the wind, which is really bad. Landing a sailplane in a tailwind is just not okay.
Because it's just much more likely to fuck up.
Well, I'm sideways on the field,
Yeah.
and yeah, it's much more likely to fuck up because I'm landing at a much higher speed. But if I come out here and burn up a ton of energy,
Graceful.
beautiful, smooth poise.
I mean, that's how they do it with real planes, right? It's just
Far too often than people want to admit, yes. Basic landing is, for model airplanes, and this is true for a lot of real airplanes, is make your downwind, turn, you come back, so now you're on final, and you come in, you get your wings level, keep your wings level, burn off as much energy as you can, and just set down.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you're trying to do. Oh shit, we lost again. But flying 101, whenever possible, land and take off into the wind. So here we'll fly a pattern. Engines off, we're gliding, and we're gliding into a nice little breeze. We're gonna turn. Now we got a lot of energy because we have to go really high above those trees.
Mm-hmm.
So let's do it again. We're going to slow down there. So our engine's off, getting rid of as much energy as we can. We were still way too high. We just burn off that energy. Boom. We're now into a crosswind landing, and it's
Yeah.
just
It's very uneven ground.
This is a bitch. No, it doesn't. The evenness of the ground has no effect. This is bad piloting skills. Is entirely what this is. But this plane is just a bitch to land.
Yeah. Anyone watching, do as he says, not as he does.
Anybody watch, start with a simpler plane.
Yeah.
Now we're going to take off with the wind, which is a bad idea. But taking off into the trees behind us is a much worse idea. So here, we'll come in. That's a nice approach.
Yeah.
But it's hot. We're coming in way too fast.
Oh yeah.
So we'll go out there.
Oh.
What? What?
Oh.
See, you make that sound, you make me nervous. Don't make me nervous. Nothing worse than a nervous pilot, man. It's just gonna end bad for everybody. Too much energy. Get rid of some energy. And we just do some lazy 8s out here. Oh, we're gonna do that.
Oh.
I was like, no, I can pull out of that, but I'm gonna hit that fence, and I'd rather just have a really shitty boat here. Now you do this right. The standard of a good landing is not just the plane did not have parts fall off. It's that you can land it at your feet. That if the plane is intact, nice and smooth, everything's good, you put it at your feet, that is the perfect landing. What we're doing right now is the walk of shame. And the distance of that walk is directly concomitant to how shitty of a landing you just did. But I would rather put the plane at the other end of the field intact and have to walk than put it at my feet like a fucking lawn dart.
Do you ever go to like, I don't know, like meetups or something with other plane people and then like having sort of competitions with them?
Yeah, we do that here in the park with me and the team.
Oh, okay.
That's not an uncommon thing for us to do at all.
Are you the best?
No. Best pilot we have is Sam.
I haven't met that person.
Sam is an exceptional, well, Sam's the best pilot we have for quads. I'm the best with planes. I'm the best with airplanes and tiny whoops. Sam's the best with quads, so all around, like for most of what we fly, Sam's the best pilot. And then there's Paul. Paul's a very nice guy. He's a really good friend of mine. I love him a lot.
You could hear that go by. That was awesome.
Oh, you ought to hear one of the big ones go by like that.
Oh,
that was a little low. Oh, just kissed it. That was CFIT. Controlled flight into terrain.
Oh, okay.
Check it, make sure all the parts are there. Oh, seems to work. Let's find out. Now see, if you're not brave, you spin it up, and then you throw the plane. If you are brave, you throw the plane, and then try to catch it.
How long have you been flying?
About 3 years now. If this was a real plane, like a real glider, I would not want to fly it.
Why?
It's really twitchy and unstable and just basically a pain in the ass to fly. But it's a cheap plane, it's a little plane, and because it's so hard to fly, I like flying it because I have planes that are really easy to fly and nice and slow and dopey. And this one makes you work for it. Battery's going dead. Let's land for real.
So nice, and then just boom.
But it's grass, so that's okay.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, I'd say the Adagio is good. Now this is where we press our luck, and this is where I crash it every time. Because I want to get one really beautiful textbook landing out of this.
But the battery's dying.
Battery's dead.
Hey!
That's your textbook landing.
Really fucking good.
Well, I can do it 1 out of 20. Really, you know, with the power of editing, I'm an amazing pilot.
Yeah. Yeah, either A, you said that battery's only gonna last like 5-10 minutes and we were out here for like 20, or
Well,
it lasted like 30 seconds because that was your first attempt.
Ooh.
What?
Feel how it's puffy?
Yeah.
It means buy a new battery.
Oh, okay. What is making it puffy?
Inside the battery, if you're working with a lithium polymer battery, the battery at pretty much all times wants very badly to be on fire.
Okay.
Okay, they want to be on fire. If you discharge them too hard, too fast, they burst into flames. If you discharge them slowly but too low, they burst into flames. If you overcharge them, they burst into flames. So, if you crash a plane with a battery in it and the battery gets ruptured in any way, they burst into flames. If you poke a hole in it, burst into flames. So pretty much, if you put it on a shelf and just stare at it really hard, it'll burst into flames. So we work really hard to not do that, and one of the number one ways that I personally fuck up batteries is crashes. That happens a lot. And that's a really old battery. That's like, if you look at the back of it, it'll have a date.
I don't know which way is the back
side,
of it.
other side.
So it is this side.
Is there a date written on there?
It says NL05, so I'm assuming that means 2005s?
No, let me see that. Oh, it's worn off, but yeah, this is a 26, it says 316.
Okay.
So this battery is from March of 2016. So the battery's a little over a year old.
Okay.
And it's got a lot of cycles on it. And they just wear out. And as they wear out, they get puffy. And when they get puffy, it's trying to burst into flames. If it puffs up too much, it will rupture and then
burst.
And it will do this in the back of your car, or on your workbench, or pretty much, you know, the worst possible place you can imagine is where that's going to happen. So this battery will get retired, which means we'll cut the wires off it so that nobody can use it. I'll take it out in the parking lot, I'll stab a nail through it, and there'll be a little fire and stuff.
Fun.
Some really bad spots.
So why do they use them if they're so volatile?
Because the energy density there, the amount of watts that you can pack into that space with that weight with LiPo batteries is fucking terrifying.
So if that was like
Huge
twice the
output.
size, it would be like, holy shit, so much power.
Oh, I've got way, way bigger than that.
Okay.
That one holds 450 milliamp hours, and it's 3 cells. Okay, 3 series cells. Each cell gives you about 7.5 volts, give or take. So this battery is 11.1 volts, 3 cells, 450 milliamps, and it's got a 50C discharge rating. So I have batteries that are this is a tiny, tiny battery for us, for the stuff that we do. I have batteries that are the size of a 10-pound brick, that are like 7,000 milliamp hours, and just, here, you hold on to that, so if a person flames, it's all you.
Will do. I signed the waivers and stuff.
Yeah, you know what you do if the battery bursts into flames, right? Throw it out the window.
Yeah, I was about to say, I'd probably throw it out the window.
Just out the window, let it go. Birds eat that stuff, it'll be fine.
Yep. I didn't know there was like a water park in.
Well, there's a big public
Rapids.
swimming pool there, a city pool.
Yeah.
And there's a pond here, and I have a seaplane. I have an Icon plane that is designed to land on water, and I've been seriously kicking around, bringing it out here and tormenting the geese and the seagulls.
Yeah, you should. I mean,
Because fuck geese and seagulls.
the tormenting part, I don't know, that's
I'm
on
all
you,
for the
but
torment.
I one time chased down a goose and
You're gonna lose that
Yeah.
fight.
no, I didn't actually because I chased it down and then like it kept running away and it like jumped over a ditch and I jumped after it and then like and then like eventually it turned around and like hissed at me and I just like puffed my arms out and did what it did and it turned around and ran away.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, you gotta meet the geese out at Western because they're just dicks and they don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Swans are even worse.
Yeah, I've heard swans are
Oh,
dicks.
swans are mean as hell. No, the geese around Western are notoriously assholes, and they're in no way afraid of people. And yeah, they don't give a shit.
Yeah.
They're half bred with honey badgers. Western geese don't give a fuck about you.
Probably a bit of like hornet in there too, so they just like come
Maybe,
after you.
yeah. That's one of those things we need to just eliminate. Wasps.
Yes. They don't do anything.
I see no need for this in the food web. Just wasps. Fuck wasps.
Yeah. Honeybees are helpful.
Even
Wasps aren't.
mosquitoes serve a purpose. Oh yeah, honeybees are awesome. Love
Yeah.
honeybees. They're great. Wasps, they don't do shit.
Yeah.
Fuck you guys.
Because like what eats them?
Something that's really pissed off.
Yeah.
Whatever it is that does, I don't want to meet. Probably the thing that eats them is like a parasite, like way smaller than them, like fucking aphids. That woman has a most unfortunate head. See that?
No, I didn't.
Looked like a pumpkin of ugly on top of her neck. And that's coming from me. And if I'm calling you ugly, you got issues. Because I ain't no prize. Are we waving at people?
I waved at my reflection.
Oh. There's... You need to get your dosage down a little. Yeah.
Well, I guess it was mostly to the camera, so
Oh,
I sound
okay.
a little less crazy. Man, what is a bus still like doing driving around?
It's 5:45, isn't it?
Yeah. When on my way here, I was.
Ted? I
I don't know, maybe. When on my way here, I was at a stoplight, and there were 3 school buses at the stoplight. 2 of them going across the street, and then 1 of them going the opposite direction of me.
Has he got his boat pulled in here? Yep. Okay. That's the bat boat.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, somebody left. I can take this spot.
Yeah.
I don't have to park in the cripple spot.
Yeah, I saw that earlier when you pulled in. I was just like, he parked in the handicap
I'm
spot.
parking in. Hey, do I look normal to you?
No.
There you go.
Do you want this back?
Heads in the parking lot. Yeah, we're gonna decommission this. Here, we'll just set it right here. Oh, you can't roll if they got the music going.
Oh, okay.
So we'll just set this here like Nickelback. That was Nickelback. Creed. Thank you, sir. So what you got going on?
So we got the switch in.
We did not crash a plane.
All right.
Yeah.
So now I'm tuning the linkage correctly now that I know how to do it right. I'm getting everything reset back to, because this was a brand new shift cable as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
So everything needs to go back to the way it should be now that I fully quite understand the instructions on things.
Is that focusing that close?
It's, over time, yeah. Like
Okay.
when I first go in, it's a little fuzzy, and then if I hold it there, it focuses.
Start back and then come in slow, and
Yeah.
it'll be good.
Yeah.
So you're going to explain what you do as you do it? We're teaching people. We use the blog a lot as mainly as a lab notebook, but we also use it as testing and training. Like today, you're doing blog as training. Because if you can get good with a blog camera with shitty onboard audio, takes miles and miles to autofocus, and it's really twitchy and really light. If you can do this well, you can rock as a cameraman. And then if you really want to master your shit, you get on a Steadicam. But that's self-abuse. You gotta
Yeah.
be built like you to run a Steadicam. It also helps if you're about half as tall as you are.
Yeah. When my training at school was mostly for not being a cameraman, So it's like so I mean, like I have no.
you'll
problem
do
with
everything
it.
here.
Oh
You'll
yeah,
edit,
I
you'll-
want to
yeah,
do
yeah.
everything. So it's just
So what I just did is you had to tune, when you put in a brand new cable, you tune the center of this circle here, this eyelet, and the barrel to 6 inches. You want to make sure and you want to make sure that this adjustment stud here, you have adjustment here. Now that's the one you're supposed to adjust when you start getting slack in your cable. So we want to make sure that that's fully
so much
reset
nicer than mine.
to 0 because we're putting in a brand new cable.
You and your fucking seat.
yeah.
I think that's the only thing is mine has seats, which you'll get yours. All right,
might
so we
get
put
yours.
put that guy in.
Hi, cat.
Not my fault you got a boat without seats.
Holy shit!
I told you she can move when she
I've
wants.
never seen that chunk move that fast.
Oh my god, it's hilarious.
Holy shit! Hi there. Turns out you do have more than one gear.
She doesn't just idle.
That was cool. I heard a weird sound. I'm like, what the fuck? Oh my god! And the cat's running like hell. You can chase that asshole cat anytime you want. If you catch her, you can eat her. Oh, it's a him. The cat's a him. You can eat it. Tastes like chicken. A little greasier. A little gamey. How do you know where to be on the line?
I told you go all the way down.
All the way in?
Because
Okay.
it's. I was explaining that clearly. Thomas was listening.
I was
All right,
looking-
so
there was a cat.
we're tight, and we turn back a half turn
Really?
on that because you
Oh,
don't want
nylock.
it snug onto it.
And
yet.
it's a nylock, so we're cool. Hi, dog.
So now that this one is set to its full, we got to go ahead and get this guy
Now, which one is
set
which?
back to. This is the lever itself. This
Okay.
is to the outdrive. You can see this is all brand new.
Okay.
I also
So
found
now
out
you adjust
why
this to fit.
why this was really long, like the stud was really long and everything.
Why?
You can get a shift assist kit. That's a thing.
So when it's going to shit, you can just swap this out and it helps it along a little bit, or
No, it's some of the bigger boats require a shift. Like you cannot shift unless you have the shift assist. So now, yeah, we gotta.
so now you just adjust that one
this guy
to fit.
To fit, essentially. Oh. If it will fit. Yeah, we can take the slack out of that. So my pin go.
Ta-da.
So that's what that little tab was broken from, was from if this shift plate or this shift linkage mojo may have been for a bigger outdrive at some point in its life.
This boat way easier to work on too.
Why?
Because half the engine's right here. You don't have to hop in and out, in and out, in and out. Literally do
Is
this
it
by
that much
myself.
smaller?
It's lower, yeah. Look at how big your freaking.
Yeah, it does sit way up on
So
the
I
top.
got about 6 inches from the top to the top of my outdrive to the
Yeah,
gunnel
I got
line
like-
here, and
I
you
got-
got like
a foot and a half.
Yeah.
Okay.
the trailer sits a little lower as well.
You got, what's the number on the back? 174?
Yeah, this is V174. You got the VC200.
Okay.
So we're in forward. He's good. Go ahead and pop it up to straight up neutral.
Clear. Neutral.
Fantastic. Start bringing it into reverse. Perfect. All the way back.
It is all the way back.
Uh-oh. That's nice.
It's all right. I know what causes
Keep it
this.
all
There's
the
a
way
little thing. All the way back.
All the way back, please.
There's a little thing.
It like
Yeah,
catches
this one's almost catching, whereas the other one was completely in neutral.
Okay, so we just got to adjust it a little bit.
Now we got to tweak a little bit. Apparently the original settings is quite.
I'm saying, yeah, that's the one you tweak. 'Cause that's the one that goes onto the
adjust
motor.
this. You slide this stuff.
Oh.
That's the one you adjust. That's your fine tweaking, at least according to the manual.
I like that we've read the manual.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool. And your alternator's way nicer. And in the right spot. Because it's supposed to have one.
Yours has one. It's just the older style.
Your
Is your
coolant
boat-
lines are bigger.
My boat's old. 2 years older than yours.
Yeah?
84, 86. Huh. Mine doesn't need leaded gas. Weird.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck's up with that.
Unless someone just thought it was funny to slap a sticker on it.
It's entirely possible, but the sticker looks the right vintage. So. We should. I'll bet that's in a manual.
Oh, hey, look at that.
Is it
Yeah.
good?
Now go ahead and put it in forward or neutral first. All right, forward. Okay.
Good.
Yep. There we go.
Ta-da!
Now this one's ready to wet test.
Almost. You just got to do the battery side of things. Like now I have the proper connection, so get rid of those cheap jank
God,
ones.
yes. Okay.
I got to put the battery plate down so we can secure the battery, and then pretty much done. Because the only thing to put on here would be the depth finder. That's really the only.
I got to order a
accessory.
set of these. Send me a link saying light posts. Bonus points if you send me a link to those light posts, because holy shit are those necessary.
Those are the ones you found forever ago.
Yeah, I like them. They're expensive too. They're like $80.
Oh wow.
Worth it. Worth.
I mean, yeah,
every-
boating's already
what's-
not a
what's
cheap
cool-
hobby, so.
What's cool
No,
is,
it's not.
well, see, this isn't part of the boat; it's part of the trailer. And we put all LED lighting on our trailers, so now when you're doing incandescent bulbs, you just unplug your trailer. And since it's all LED and it's all potted, you just back your trailer in, lit up, so you can do dark.
Most of my boating is at night, and these light up. So, and you can bounce off them, pulling the boat in. So these are worlds better for getting a damn thing back on a trailer. Because almost everywhere we boat is on the river. So almost everywhere we boat, you have a side current when you're trying to get back on. And yeah. And for the first month of the year, I just suck at it. So any kind of just crutch to lean against is good.
Also, I have a dolphin fin.
You do.
You don't have a dolphin.
I don't.
What does that do?
That's
Helps you get on plane better.
Though I don't have the anode on mine. I sent you the link for that. You never got one.
Ooh.
You hate me.
Guess you're gonna have to buy something for your boat. Bitch. Send me a link, I'll get you one. Sup?
Your prop's in better condition though. I have to steal that.
Sorry.
Is line in? Yeah, what I want is line out. The only thing I care about our phone system is exactly two things. That it works and that we can record calls.
Recording calls not so good.
Because of the calls, the call we had last week, that would have gone to the blog. That was fucking hilarious.
Yeah, well,
I wanted that call in the
it's
blog.
moody.
Oh, the laptop that you're doing the forensic analysis on?
Is there anything else you're doing on the boat tonight?
I'm doing battery side of things. Well, this said you could leave whenever you were done.
Okay.
Or 6, whatever. She already left.
Oh, she did?
Put the label, take it up to Jerry, put the box in the label, package it properly.
Today's Captain's Blog is made possible by a grant from Robert Lopez. Thank you, sir.